Hey, it's your boy Crypto Blood. Welcome to another episode of My Two Satoshis. It is August 15th, 2018. Gotta give a shout to my man, Chris Bretts. He wanted me to play Zan Man Trippin', song called Bitcoin. I ain't never heard this song. This is hot. This is crazy. Man, Bitcoin is so mainstream nowadays. It just amazes me every time I see something new like this, where Bitcoin is being recognized by pop culture, and we're just getting started, in my opinion, people. But hope you guys are doing well. Today we're going to be talking about a guy who is the CEO of a co-founder of a very popular exchange. Actually, this exchange just did some record-breaking numbers yet again. I think earlier this week or late last week, as far as Bitcoin volume trading. So we're going to take a look at what he has to say about Ethereum. It kind of echoes what I said just a couple days ago. So when I saw this come across my desk, I'm like, I got to talk about this. Very interesting. I haven't read it yet, so we're going to read it together and see what this CEO of this big exchange said about Ethereum and its price going forward. In the second article today, we're talking about Steemit and their smart media token. I actually found out about this SMT. I was about in April. I did a review, or actually an interview with a startup, an ICO called Apex, and they were one of the first projects that was going to use the smart media token instead of doing like an ERC20 or something like that. I know I created an ERC20 crypto blood token. I may have to create a smart media token version of it and distribute it to everyone who already has the tokens. So we'll look at that. Speaking of cryptoblood.io, we've got one more day for you to sign up for that trading signal group. All the trades are generated algorithmically. An algo I've actually developed years ago in FX, and I ported it over to the crypto markets. So you'll be able to see performance of this algo year to date versus hodling and everything. Check it out. Last day is tomorrow, and next cohort will be, again, won't start until November of this year, at which point the price will continue. So the price will continue to go up. At some point we'll just have it be private and closed, because I'm not trying to have thousands of people in this room making money and getting in and out of the markets. I actually want to keep it kind of small. So at some point I will just stop it all together. I do have plans on having another algo trading program launched in the near future. I'm debating on whether I want to or not, but it will be based on futures, Bitcoin futures. So you'll have the ability to short and go long. The algo's already done. I traded personally on my account. It does crazy numbers. That's why I'm kind of debating whether or not I even want to make it public. But $2.99, check it out, cryptoblood.io. So let's take a look at this market cap really quickly. We're back above 211 billion market cap. Bitcoin's dominance is still up there though, 53.34%. And as you can see, that column in the middle, the 24-hour column, is looking crazy green for mostly all the coins and tokens. I'll be getting into EOS by the end of this week, making another purchase there. But yeah, overall looking good. I think Steem was up. Yeah, Steem's up 10%, 11% today, but that's probably due to just the overall change in the market sentiment for the short term. Don't know how that's going to look in the next week or so. We'll take a look at the TA, but looking good definitely for today. My chart, what did it do? It bounced right off of that line, 5,900, and guess where we are right now? 6,600 area, very close. So again, I don't know, we'll have to see what happens here, but we could possibly head back lower. I'm not gonna lie and just trade in the channel until we gather ourselves. I'm just gonna show you what I mean. Like we could do something like this, and hopefully when we do break out, it will be one of those moves like we had a few months ago, where it's a 1,000-point day. Very possible. So hoping that's the case. I'm just watching this level right here. We're again at critical levels, but on the opposite side this time. on the upside. Critical level 6,600. Let's see what happens, people. But the first article for today is about that Steemit smart media token release. This is out of Crypto Ninjas. I don't know if this .com or .net. CryptoNinjas.net. Okay. Says here, Steemit announces release date for smart media tokens. It says Steemit, the largest blockchain-based social network, announced today the release dates for smart media tokens, a token launching protocol native to the Steem blockchain. And yeah, this was first announced earlier this year, around the time, as I stated, when I did the interview with Apix. That's when I actually found out about it, because I was reading their white paper. I'm like, oh, okay, what's this whole SMT platform? And yeah, I found out at that point that Steemit was working on a way for you to launch your own tokens on top of their blockchain, which is for those who may not know, is a blockchain that was created by Dan Limmer. He then left to move on to what he ultimately thought was the final project that he will be working on, and that is EOS. But very similar. It's a DPoS or DPoS architecture, similar to EOS. But yeah, great community over there at Steemit. I post every day over there on that platform. So it says here, on January 15, 2019, the testnet of the SMT protocol will be released. The protocol itself will be released on the mainnet on March 24th, 2019, in honor of the anniversary of the first block ever produced on Steem. SMTs will allow anyone to launch their own custom token on the Steem blockchain, which will help them monetize their digital content and reward consumers who engage through likes, views, shares, and comments. The CEO of Steemit here, Ned Scott, said, excitement has been building since we announced SMT last year, and we are now ready to share the release date for this protocol thanks to the hard work of our engineering team. SMTs represent a future in which everyone has the opportunity to leverage blockchain and cryptocurrency technology without being a blockchain expert. So it says, unlike other token launching protocols, entrepreneurs using SMTs will benefit from the state-of-the-art properties that come from being powered by the Steem blockchain, including 3-second block times, 0 fees, and its proof of brain algorithm, which autonomously distributes tokens to the most valuable members of the community. SMTs will integrate easily into any established website, app, or platform, making it simple for mainstream creators and entrepreneurs to access the fast-growing industry in fintech and immediately begin generating revenue at virtually no cost. The SMT protocol also include smart contracts that enable the creator to specify founder tokens, token emission rates, initial coin offering parameters, and much more, which will make tokenizing a website or other enterprise infinitely easier. The release of SMTs is a key part of Steemit's continued development and community evolution. Since launching in 2016, Steemit has experienced exponential growth, with more than 1 million accounts now operating on the Steem blockchain. So that's good news, man. That is good news. And you know, I was at a meetup maybe about a month ago, and I was talking about this. You know, tokenization of your own intellectual property and brand is definitely the future. That is definitely where we're going. And you know, I can't wait. You know, I can't wait till it's more commonplace to see individuals, brands, celebrities, non-celebrities have their own tokens and create their own value. And so I did that with Ethereum. I have a CBT token, ERC20 token, but it's difficult to integrate, and really I wanted to integrate it into my whole website and purchasing experience, but there are no real tools right now easy enough because I'm very busy. I don't have time to really get into Solidity and figure out all this and all that. So I'm excited. I'm going to be definitely using the SMT when it's launched in January or March, I should say. So I'll play around with the testnet in January this coming January. You guys let me know, what do you think about tokenization and tokenizing you, your brand, your work, your value? That is the future, right? That is one of the characteristics of blockchain that I'm very excited about, and will actually change the way we interact, e-commerce, social media, all that stuff. So you guys let me know about that. And if you knew about the SMT protocol, I didn't know about it until April. So this is good news to see. So the second article out of CCN, and BitMEX CEO says shitcoin Ethereum price will fall below $100. Crazy thing is, I swear to you guys, last night I had this conversation with a person, and I said the same thing. And I did a video a few days ago kind of detailing why I felt the two major reasons I felt Ethereum would be smacked way lower than even the rest of the market. But this is just even more confirmation. This guy here is a smart gentleman, CEO, co-founder of BitMEX, Arthur Hayes. So it says here, when Arthur Hayes has an opinion, he doesn't tend to mince words. The BitMEX CEO and noted pot stirrer stayed true to form on Tuesday when using a few colorful illustrations. He predicted that the Ethereum price is on track to plunge to double-digit price levels. Writing in BitMEX Crypto Traders Digest, the exchange operator's semi-regular newsletter, Hayes argued that Ethereum is a shitcoin whose price has been buttressed by initial coin offerings since at least early 2017. Interestingly, those investments have come from VCs who he says will eventually capitulate to the bear market and dump their ETH and ERC20 tokens at whatever price they can get. He wrote, the VC investor who has never suffered the vagaries of the market is as green as the noob who thinks he or she can go from 1 to 100 Bitcoins in a few trading days. They don't have the mental strength to cut positions, to limit further losses, or back up the truck and buy opportune dips, even though they are down. More importantly, LPs, which I think he means limited partners, can now see an objective last price for a particular token and can't be hoodwinked. They will attempt to be a Monday morning quarterback, and that only adds to the VC investors' anxiety. At a certain point, they go fuck it and dump everything they can. As CCN reported, Ethereum has been a headliner in this week's altcoin bloodbath. The second largest cryptocurrency, once considered a look to support Bitcoin as the most valuable cryptocurrency, traded as low as $249 on Monday and is still down 22% over the past 7 days. I think it's up, it's clawed back. I think it's actually above 300 right now, but I think personally the trend is lower overall. You know, these are small pops in the market, we'll see, but I think the trend is going to be lower for Ethereum. The article goes on to say some analysts have speculated that the sell-off is the result of ICO-funded startups cashing out their ETH, fearing that the bear market is going to extend further than many people had initially expected. However, Hayes argues that it will be the VCs who deal the real death blow, since fund managers tend to operate according to a herd mentality. He says the herd of token VC punters will all decide to sell at the same time. If you don't sell and the market continues to fall, you lose your job. So everyone sells simultaneously, but who can eat all that shit? Retail cannot, because the deals would never have gotten so large without institutional money. So we gap lower, first on tokens, then on the mothership ETH. Wow. He goes on to say here, I don't know what the tipping point will be, but in hindsight, it will be obvious when the capitulation occurs. There are those who believe that a sustainable token economy can exist, but they won't be buying at these levels. Sub 100 takes us back to spring 2017 levels. At those depressed levels, the carrion is ripe for ingestion. It is this moment, he concluded, that ETH goes from 3 digits to a 2-digit shitcoin. Wow. You guys let me know your thoughts. I didn't even think of it from this aspect of VCs. I was strictly thinking these projects, these ICOs, And this is what I was having a conversation with a buddy of mine last night. I said, man, as a project, you have ETH, you raised ETH, right? You most likely didn't cash everything out because you thought that it would possibly go higher from, you know, the ETH that you did raise. The dollar amount, US dollar amount will go higher. So you held on. These projects held on to it. I think they've been selling down and they're going to continue to sell down like he said. But I didn't think of it from the VC perspective, and that adds even a third layer of selling pressure to it. And yes, I personally think it's going to get ugly, as I've stated a few days ago. You guys let me know your thoughts. I know I'm kind of beating a dead horse here, but I just wanted to definitely read that article from Arthur Hayes because it echoes exactly my sentiment. You take it or leave it. That's pretty much it for today, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy Crypto Blood, and I'm out. Yeah, yeah.